In this video, we're going to talk about carving bits. Bit selection is the first item under the carving tab. You can see we have a couple of controls here. We've got multi-pass, which is default on, and we got cleaning pass, which we can turn on if we wish. You can select the bit by clicking on the bit icon there. You can see that the only bits that are actually applicable as a carving bit or a raster bit are the tapered ball nose and a ball nose end mill. Now, it is important to note that there is only one bit that is applied to all rasters on a board. These bits can be added the same way you add any other bit, but you can also at any time go in and configure a bit. Now, when we configure a bit, that allows us to be able to modify certain parameters within that bit. And when you save the actual project that you configured that bit in, these changes go with that project. They do not affect your global bit. This allows you to tweak things in for a particular project that you're doing. It also makes it easy for you to be able to share bits. There are a few differences for a raster bit versus vector. The first is our max pass depth. That is the pass depth that will be used for multi-pass. The cleaning pass depth is, of course, what will be used for our cleaning pass. The cleaning feed does not apply to a raster bit. And the other major change, of course, is our speed and feed. This uses the carving table, not the vector cutting table, which I've shown in previous videos. Here we have our different qualities: draft, good, best, optimal. You have the table of speeds. Now all speeds are relative. So if I'm going 0.2 inch pass depth, and we're going to be going in optimal, we'll be going 2.5. Now the other thing we have here is the step over, and you'll notice that that changes depending upon the quality we have. This is the amount of the overlap that is there. It's set in percent, but it also shows you in thousandths of an inch. Now, when we are multi-passing, because we are doing multiple passes and we're not worried about the finished quality, each, well, except for the last pass, will always be done at draft. Now, the way that multi-pass works is essentially it's going to carve, in that case that was 0.5 inches. So this is essentially what it's going to carve in the first pass. The second pass, it's going to carve this, but it's going to go over the top of everything for that second pass. So it's going to actually clean up much cleaner than going to a higher quality would actually get you with a single pass. Now, with a cleaning pass, it is actually going to take and raise all of that up by the depth of the cleaning pass. So then when it comes and it does the final pass, it's just going to go ahead and shave just that last little bit off. Many times if you're doing a multi-pass, you don't need to do a cleaning pass because you have already gone over that multiple times. Now, one thing that is often a misconception is that taking more passes will actually take longer, and though that's true, let me just give you an example here. In this case, we're going at a 1/2 inch on this one, and let's go ahead and compile it. And you'll see that this is going to take about 3 hours and 18 minutes at good. Go in and I configure this bit, and I tell it to go at 1/4 inch. Oops, let me take that extra decimal place out. So it's going to take twice as many passes now. And let's go ahead and compile that. And you'll see that right now we're at, on good, 3 hours and 38 minutes. So we're literally talking about minutes difference. But we will have gone over all of this pattern 4 times. So the quality at good is going to be at least as good as best, if not better, than it would have been with 2 passes. That's the basic parameters on carving bits. I hope this answers a few of your questions.